The only things I know how to do are shop sales, take care of Dr. Franklin's bookkeeping, and raise my daughter Laura." The papers she still clutched were becoming soggy in her panic-slicked hands, and the skin on her forearms and neck itched as if a severe rash was coming on. "She doesn't look so good," Claire said to the others. "I'm afraid we have a full-on panic attack fast approaching." "Find a paper bag for her to breathe into, and a cool cloth for the back of her neck," Ginger ordered as she knelt beside Maggie. Joanne and Claire dashed around the half-empty store, while Ginger stayed with Maggie. She rubbed Maggie's back as if she were soothing one of her boys after a nightmare. "Now, you listen to me," Ginger said. She was using her stern, no-nonsense voice. "Laura is at Penn State, and she's doing fine. Dr. Franklin is semi-retired now and doesn't need you as much. When he retires completely, he won't need you at all. It is time for you to find your own niche, and this shop is it." "But what if I fail?" Maggie moaned. "Oh, honey, you won't. You and I grew up on Hardy Street together, remember?" Maggie snorted. She did remember. She and Ginger had both come from large families, where thriftiness was considered a way of life. It had given them a bond as young girls that they had maintained when they'd both stayed in St. Stanley to raise their own families. "Now hear me," Ginger said. "You are the type of gal who can squeeze a copper penny into wire if need be. If anyone is destined to make a successful business out of resale, it is you. And I'm saying that not just as your friend, but also as your accountant." Ginger gently pulled Maggie's shoulder-length auburn hair away from her face, so that her velvet brown eyes could meet Maggie's green ones. Maggie sucked in a steadying breath and hugged her friend tightly. Leave it to Ginger to talk her down from the ledge yet again. "Thanks," she said. "You're the best." Joanne and Claire came back into the room with a paper bag and a wet cloth. Maggie took the cloth and put it on the back of her neck to stave off any more panic, but she waved away the paper bag, hoping she wouldn't need it. "Better?" Claire asked. "I think so," Maggie said. She forced her lips into a smile, and the others seemed reassured. "The first thing this place needs is a new coat of paint," Joanne said. "Honestly, what were they thinking with the pea-green walls?" "Great. More money down the drain," Maggie muttered. "Next it will be the plumbing, or I'll have to get new windows, or maybe there will be an electrical fire." Ginger grabbed the paper bag from Joanne and snapped it open. She held it out to Maggie and said, "Breathe." Maggie took it and clamped it over her mouth. "Paint is cheap," Joanne said. "When Michael and I bought our deli, More Than Meats, it needed painting in the worst way, so we checked out the Oops paint pile at the Home Depot over in Rosemont and got the perfect colors for $1/4 of the price." "I love the Oops pile," Claire said. "The lavender in my bedroom came from there." Maggie lowered the bag. "Oh, I like that color," she said. She glanced at the walls and pictured them in shades of dove gray and pale blue. She wanted the shop to have a classic-looking interior, not something that would get dated too fast. Her heart gave a little skip, but she realized that this time it was enthusiasm and not anxiety giving her palpitations. Her happy little bubble of hope abruptly popped when the front door was yanked open, and in strode Summer Phillips. Summer had been a thorn in Maggie's backside from the day they'd met in kindergarten. After 36 years, Maggie would have thought their enmity might have diminished, but no. So fresh was Summer's hostility that it seemed like just yesterday that Maggie had been playing in the kindergarten's toy kitchen with Ginger, when Summer demanded that Maggie let her have a turn. Maggie had refused because her pretend cake wasn't done baking, and Summer had responded by shoving Maggie headfirst into the toy oven. Maggie's head had been wedged so tightly that their teacher, Mrs. Grady, had no choice but to use Crisco to get it out. Naturally, everyone in class called her Greasy Locks for weeks afterwards, a nickname coined by Summer.